Welcome, welcome to DCL Talk Show. From this week onwards, we are doing two shows, one on Tuesday, the other one on Thursday, T days. Okay, so to, for the audience to easily remember both the T days, we will have our DCL Talk Show. Tuesday for second division and Thursday for regular DCL, regular in the sense division, top division. So that's how we are going to do. And today's first ever Tuesday show, we have two analysts here, Abhi and Pradip. Welcome to the show, Abhi.
Thank you, Jagan. Hi to all listeners. Welcome back to the week 2 of DCL. Today we are here to discuss the Division 2 games alone. And I like the split of the show. It gives us and the listeners enough time to talk about the games in depth rather than just brushing through it very quickly. And I personally like to analyze the games deep, divide the game into half before and after the break and then see how the teams have done. And the comments made here may not still give the real picture of what really happened in the ground. I'm kind of referring to my own game that was played last week. There's a lot of story behind that would happen in the ground, but I still try to create as much content I can from the scorecard that is present in front of me. So yeah, let's get started again.
Okay, what we discuss here just only our personal opinions, and I'll say if you look at last week when we discussed all the games last Thursday, I thought MCC Miles they don't have any chance in front of KRCC, and me and both Pradip, we were umpiring that game. I mean, what a discipline MCC Miles showed, but I'll leave that one to next week, but I'm just giving you an example there. Welcome to the welcome to the show, Pradip.
Hey, thanks, Jagan. Thanks, Abhi. Abhi, I got to say that your analysis I love to listen to. It pretty much kind of captures the entire game. It almost feels like you're almost watching it in real time. So I do appreciate your analysis, and I think Jagan, thank you for splitting the show Tuesday and Thursday. I think it makes sense, and also it gives a platform to a lot of players in both divisions, and we don't have to rush through the show, right? So this, I think, is a good format to have, and I'm excited to be a part of this. And let's jump into second week of DCL.
Okay, thank you, Pradip. And we'll start right away. We'll jump into the games. We'll start with Dark Horses versus Phantoms. Abhi, before you get into this one, I got a call from Dark Horses and Phantoms game, and they were asking me about how do we call something a beamer versus a no ball. So, Abhi, if you have any explanation, you can start with that one.
A beamer is something, as per me, the beamer is something, that comes right onto the body at a very, very good pace. So beamer is a no ball.
In other words, it may hurt the batsman.
Correct. And it's applicable only to a fast bowler. Obviously, a spinner, if we cannot bowl a beamer unless he's like a Krunal Pandya, whatever he's doing in IPL, throwing the ball at a very good pace. But yeah, coming back to the beamer, to me is a no ball, and is definitely a no ball for me, and a warning for the bowler that would and a ball that would actually hurt the batsman. So it's more like a body line full toss ball onto the body, which the batsman wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right then. Into the game one, Phantoms Dark Horses. I believe my prediction was Dark Horses in this game after playing so well last week, and Phantoms proved me wrong. And they were put to bat first, and having 92 on board is a nice feeling. I suppose there was an overcast conditions on last Saturday, and going by over, Phantoms had a cautious start, going well until the 6th or 7th over, and then too many reds by breaking them, by putting them into 41 for 5. So 6th or 7th over they were going well, and then the next 4 or 5 overs 5 wickets down. I mean that's putting a break to their actually flow, whatever it is. But a decent 12 over score, but too many wickets lost. 40 odd runs is a score that I would take for my team, but 5 wickets is a bit too much. Sandeep Palmireddy doing most of the scoring here, scoring 28 of 60 balls. A very slow and a cautious innings with a small support from Manoj at the top with his 11. Now, what's interesting here is the way Phantom still ended up putting up 90 on board. A lot of runs coming from extras. 21 is a very big number, and a small cameos played from the lower and the middle order batsmen. Rahul Gopal from Dark Horses standing out with his 4 wicket spell, picking 2 wickets at the end, but the 7 wides from him is a quite expensive when you are the standing out bowler for your team. So Dark Horses top order had a serious job to do. 90 odd runs. It gets tricky to chase. They either needed a quick start, as per me, or a good partnership that would take the game deep. But that wasn't the case. They were going at 2+ runs per over until the break, with 4 wickets down, and that puts them at 60-70 odd runs that they would need in the second half with just 6 wickets in hand. There was a good partnership from this point on until the 20th over, but then comes a turning point. I don't know what really happened there. The middle order collapse from Dark Horses from 67 for 5 to 78 all out. Must have been a quite disappointing game for the team and the captain of Dark Horses. It's a good win for Phantoms. First they put 90 on board. They had a small kind of a hiccup in between with Dark Horses having this decent partnership. But the last 5 overs changed the course of the game here for Phantoms. A very good comeback from them. 3 wickets to Ranjit and two each for Rohit and Rajesh. So a pretty happy weekend for Phantoms and a disappointing one for Dark Horses, but it's just game 2. Yeah, more games coming up going forward. So good luck to both the teams again.
You missed the extras part. Dark Horses ended up giving 21 extras, whereas 11 by the Phantoms. But that's another reason where this game
21
could have
is
gone
a big number.
Either way. Big number, yeah. It's like scoring those 21 in DCL. Is like that makes you a superstar. So the biggest superstar of this particular game is extras. Okay. The next game is Royal Hunkars versus Royal Challengers. Okay. See, Pradip, before I come to you, my friend Krishna, he bowled really well. Right in front of me, I was watching this game. They dropped 2 catches right in front of my eyes, easy catches. So, if I don't say this one, he's going to kill me. So, I started there and Pradip, over to you.
Before I get into this game, let me ask you guys this question: with the rules changing in 2024, where anything that goes out, if it's a wide and it kind of goes through the keeper and goes through the fence, that's 3 runs, right? Do you guys think
can you repeat the question? Sorry, repeat the question.
Yeah, no, the wides, right? The wide down the leg side, when there is a small opening, it goes out into the dugout.
Yeah,
that becomes 3.
Correct.
Right? So do you guys see that being a factor in the extras being higher? Because I see a trend, a pattern here, where almost every game, with the exception of a few, of course, it depends on where you're playing. But do you guys think that could be the reason why the extras are so high?
Okay.
To me, I wouldn't think that. At least from the games that I've analyzed, I've seen the extras trying to see maybe the 7 extras that was bowled by Rahul. Maybe I didn't go through that, but most of the games they were 1 wides. There were never 2 wides or 3 wides. That 3 wides should be the case, or 2 wides should be the case. That's supposed to be given, right? Or it's 3 wides. It's 1 plus 2 extra runs if the ball goes out from the dugout. So I've not seen many bowlers bowling 3 wides in that one ball. It was usually the 1 wide that's occurring more and more. So to me, that hasn't played, at least in these 2 weeks, that hasn't played a big factor, at least from the extras point of view. But yeah, I mean, the scoring is kind of going to be a bit more easier or getting that difference of 15 extra runs or 20 extra runs with the ball going over the field is going to be the difference. But to me, not from the extras. Bowlers are responsible for conceding that extra runs.
Yeah, I'm wondering if where you play makes a difference because you play that play, right?
Somehow we can't hear you properly suddenly.
Oh, can you guys hear me okay?
It's still low.
Yeah, you're deep in the well.
All right, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Much better.
Okay. Yeah, so we played in Drake this week, or this past week, and I can tell you most of the Drake ground, or at least the one that we played in, the white is going to be on the leg side, and there's an opening, right? There was quite a few 3 runs, okay? I'm wondering, I was curious to see if, obviously playing, it depends on where we play, but there might be some grounds where we will probably see quite a few 3s, because we did see quite a few 3s in our game. But anyway, having said that, a food for thought for down the road, depending on where the games are. So the Royal Challengers and Hunkars, I believe I picked Royal Challengers to win this game. What's surprising here is they won the toss and chose to bat, which is, the weather did play some factor in some of the scores. Obviously, when it rains, the pitch slows down tremendously. But they got 93 runs on board. So with that was a pretty good effort on Challenger's side. They got a great start from their top 3 batsmen. They lost about 4 wickets in 67 for 67 runs in 16 overs. And I believe the score could have been a lot higher. But the middle order collapsed here. Suresh scoring 24, Raghu scoring 13, Ashwath scoring 10. And the middle order kind of got some runs here and there, but not enough to get them past the 100 mark, which they could have, I believe, easily gotten to. But the bowlers, Sanjay Patil got 3, Krishna got 2. Let's see, and Sharad got 2 as well. So they got a decent score on the board. And to your point, Abhi, anytime you score a 90, chasing becomes harder. And of course, with Challengers bowling, I think they did a pretty good job of wrapping the game up with an all-out of 62. We got our star bowler of the week, I believe, Kartikeya Challa, 6 wickets for 11 runs in 4.2 overs. That's a great economy rate, great strike rate as well. He was the pick of the bowler, and of course, he single-handedly changed the game and the outcome of the game. And then Srihari and we had Suresh, Pratik, and Nikhil getting a wicket each to wrap up the inning. But a great effort by Kartikeya. Congratulations to Kartik. Rightfully so, he's the right player of the match there. The other thing that I noticed is there was no boundaries or sixes. So the 93 that they put up was a lot of singles and 2s. Of course, there's quite a few extras as well. So that was my observation. Hunkar's batting, of course, Ravi scoring 21 runs. And the second highest is extras. And Deepu contributing 8 runs. And, congrats to Kartikeya, great bowling. 2 sixes by Ravi. That was the difference, I guess, in the score. But 62 chasing. I think it was a one-sided game where Royal Challengers won. Back to you, Jagan.
Okay, the next game is again RR versus which team is this? Give me 1 second. Sorry. Ratsa Riders versus Punjab Lions, not MI Rangers. Ratsa Riders versus Punjab Lions. Right?
Give me a second. 1 second.
Yeah, I see Punjab Lions and Ratsa Riders too.
I think I got my game wrong, so I'm just double checking my score sheet.
Okay, so then we can jump to the next game and we can come back to you.
I'll
Is it
come back.
okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So the next game of the night is Stingers versus Punjab Scorpions. Punjab Scorpions is a new team, and though they lost, I like the way they batted, and especially uh, uh, their chase. Okay, especially being a new team, chasing is always difficult, and they did pretty good. Pradip, your thoughts?
Yeah, Stingers, of course, are veterans, I believe, in DCL, right? They've played a few seasons already. And rightfully, they were put to bed after losing the toss. So that was a good strategy. Where was this game here? Woodhaven, okay. I don't know how the games were in the morning, Jagan, but it looks like the pitch was good enough for the guys to put 109 runs on board. So that was good. Monty, Vaibhav, and Pratik giving the team a great start. There was a little bit of a middle order
Pradip, they were
collapse.
playing right on the opposite side when we were umpiring there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So they got a great start, and then it looks like there was a middle order kind of, I don't want to say collapse, but a little shaky there. But then Anand and Chellam kind of stabilized towards the end and wrapped the innings up. They scored 109, which is a pretty decent, good score in DCL, especially on a wet pitch, which is pretty slow. Let's see who got the wickets. We got Ashish Singh, who got 2 wickets. There's not a lot to write home about because they only lost 6 wickets. So the economy-wise, Ashish was good. Of course, he took 2 wickets. And Jaggi got a wicket and Harsha got a wicket. For Punjab Scorpions, I see they started out really bad. It looks like the 3 guys in the middle, Indrajit, Ranjan, and Harsha, stabilized the innings and got them to a score. I think they could have potentially won this game if 2 of those guys stayed a little bit longer. They got to 98. They lost by 11 runs. I think that could have been the difference with the 3 guys sitting in the middle. But it looks like they got some work cut out in the top. Their top guys need to perform, at least put a decent enough start for their guys in the back to come in and score some runs and help them close the games. Sriram obviously did a great job with his bowling, 4 overs, 6 runs, 3 wickets. And then we had Nilay Patel get 4 wickets for 25 runs. It was a little expensive, but he got the wickets that mattered the most. Alagu Palaraj got 2. And one thing I would like to make a note of here in this particular game is the score, the runs by Indrajit, Ranjan 27 runs. I think Harshan and Ranjan, they had a great middle order stabilizing inning there. And they could have made a difference in the end, which could have helped them close the game, but they fell short by 11 runs. So kudos to them I think they were a first-year team, right, Jagan?
Correct. They are first-year team.
Yeah, so they did a pretty good job of chasing, and hopefully the top order starts playing well. That can help put them in a position to close games later on.
Yeah, they really played well, losing by 11 runs, chasing 103 and 109, right? And being a new team, yet to adjust, they have done a decent job. I mean,
Yep,
so
I agree.
the only thing that you don't see is that W. That's all. Otherwise,
Yeah.
in my opinion, they have done everything good except that opening partners. And I was checking the extra spot too. Both gave both equal there. So which
That's
is
a
good.
point.
So
Yeah.
yeah. The next game is SSK versus Marvels. Abhi.
Yep. So this game, I think we all predicted SSK. It was a clean shot. Marvels put themselves to bat and also put themselves straight into the pressure right after selecting to bat, going into the game. 2 wickets gone in the first over itself, and another 4 by 7th over. That's more than half the team gone into the dugout by breaks time. But interesting to see here is the scoring rate. 40 runs by the break, despite losing 6 wickets, that could have been a very good sign. Jagan's 13 and Darshan's 11 with 12 extras contributing more towards that runs section. But they did manage to only put 20 additional runs from that point on. I know the team did lose the 6 wickets. That probably the wickets column hurting them the most. Sai and Kishore from SSK bowling unit provided those breakthroughs in the later half of the game. Although after that small partnership that happened, excellent start by SSK bowling unit to send 6 of the opposition to dugout by the break, and cleaning them up for 60 odd runs. Sai Shriya being pick of the bowlers with 3 wickets and 2 more to Sai Prakash. But 12 runs in the extras, given though slightly a bigger number. I mean, I'd like to see the teams being below the 10. That to me is an excellent effort, because 25 overs, and if you're giving runs less runs as possible to the opposition, that plays a big factor. But 60 on the board, they needed their top order, the SSK's top order, to finish up the job. And as the scores can get tricky, once the game goes deep. But 43 runs off 60 scored from Akshat Chanda. This guy is the only guy who played the game from the SSK's batting unit. I believe he toyed the Marvels bowlers with 3 fours and 3 sixes. He just did most of the scoring, and before he was run out. Marvels, like I said, didn't have enough on the board to defend. And with Akshat just taking the game away from them and the scoring those 43 runs. Congratulations to Akshat for such an innings and a convincing win for SSK. Their run rate they took off well from this game. So good game. Marvels can come back stronger in the next one.
Is Akshat the rookie or a new guy?
I believe he's a new person, Akshat Chanda. But
Okay, this
amazing,
is the first game he
innings.
played. Oh yeah,
Yep.
this is the first game.
First game,
Yeah.
and he scores 43. So a player to watch out for.
No, I'm not saying player to watch out. I'm saying, if he consistently performs like this, you can say bye bye to SSK next year.
No. That's not what I meant.
No. There will be a lot of demand for him. Okay, that's what I meant.
I
Sorry.
wish he stays with SSK. He
Yeah.
should take the SSK team up the order.
True. I agree on that. Okay. The next game of the night is Vikings versus local boys. Pradip.
Yeah, this was a low-scoring game. Vikings, is this their first season in DCL?
No, this is second season for them.
Okay. Yeah, this was, I don't know where the game was played. Let me look. Great. Oh, it was right next to us. Okay. Yeah, this was a low-scoring game. I don't know what happened. Dinesh scored 14, second highest. Unfortunately, there were 2 runouts in this game. Maybe that might have contributed to the low score. But either way, Aman scored 5, and we have Weibo who scored 5, and the next highest was extras, 5 runs. So it looks like our local boys did a job on bowling side. Who got the wickets here? Let me look. Wow. Srinivas and Elamula, I remember that name. That's a great bowling. 4 overs, 4 runs, 4 wickets. That's got to be the man of the match. Hopefully he has. Dinesh getting 1, Suryansu getting 2. So they wrapped up the inning really fast. There was really no support for Dinesh at all, unfortunately. So kudos to local boys for getting them all out for 38, because it's not an easy task, especially on a wet, slow pitch. It's hard to get wickets, right? It's hard to score runs. It's hard to get wickets. But they did a pretty good job of wrapping these guys up pretty fast. So on the local boys side, they pretty much kind of wrapped it up in 15 overs, 5 wickets down. Sheikh Mohammed scoring 11 runs, 11 extras again. Srinivas and everyone. Okay, so yeah, he scored 9 runs, so he's got to be the player of the match. I think he is. Okay, good. So yeah, there's not a lot to write home about in this game, except Srinivasan getting 6 wickets and scoring 9 runs.
No, 4 wickets, not 6 wickets, I guess.
Really?
4 wickets, right? I thought 4 wickets.
Actually, let me look.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought he got
Yeah.
only 4.
Yes, you're right, Jagan. It's 4 wickets. 4 overs, 4 runs, 4 wickets. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, he did a pretty good job. Deservedly man of the match. So not a lot to write home about here, except that the extras played a little factor on local boys' batting side. So maybe Vikings can tighten up those extras. When you're defending 38, 39 runs, giving up 11 extras is really not a good thing. So you're putting tremendous pressure on your bowlers to get those wickets, and extras don't help. I'm curious to see the ball by ball to see if there were any 3 wides here. Let's take a look. Give me a minute. I should probably go to this side. Yep, that is the one. I don't see too many 3 runs, 2 wides. Yep, there it is. 3 wides, 5.2 over Ganesh P.
You're searching for the.
So yeah, I do see some of those. But yeah, so congrats to Srinivasan. Great all-round performance in helping your team win. Outside of that, there's not a lot to write about.
Yeah. See, historically, local boys, they are very disciplined bowling, right? With respect to extras. So that much I can say. Normally, I haven't seen them giving too many extras historically. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's jump to our next game: Rebels versus SLCC Guardians. Your thoughts, Abhi?
Again, I think we expected Guardians to win this game straight up. Rebels, putting Guardians to bowl, started well with a wicket and not giving them too many runs in the initial overs, and Guardians to bat, I suppose, and not giving too many runs again. But Guardians started to capitalize from that point on after losing that. I think a bit initial wickets at the top. They started with a good partnership and entering their break with the 46 runs on board. Sandeep Kohli and Pradip, I don't know why his name is named as PG, putting a good 40 plus runs.
Yeah, see, that's another thing not allowed, P and G
right,
initials, you have to just again, it's a reminder to
something
committee.
for the committee to take a look. It's easier to know. I know Pradip. That's the reason I could easily recognize him for the photo. But anyone else looking at PG, they might not know who he is. So better to have the full name. And Pradip again scoring that 32 runs with a couple of boundaries and a 6, scoring at a decent rate, and Sandeep Kohli supporting well with a steady 17. Now from this point on, from 77 for 4 to 105 all out, I would say they did decent to put 30 plus runs in the last 6 overs. But from the position they were in, I would expect them to do a bit more better, maybe hit that 110, 120 mark, because if the game is closer, then the extra 10 runs would, make the difference. The opening bowlers of Rebels did well with just conceding 2 runs per over, 2 wickets for Mohit and a wicket for Anand. But the rest of the bowlers went for quite some runs again. 2 more wickets for Venkat down the order in the bowling order. But chasing 100 in Southeast Park, I believe this is in Ann Arbor, is never going to be an easy. And that became the case for Rebels batting order as well. Guardian bowlers were all over Rebels batsmen, sending half their batsmen back to pavilion by the break time, conceding just 17 runs. 17 for 5 or 6, it's a very difficult situation to be in when you're chasing 100 or 100 plus scores. Khalil Syed from Guardians, what a spell from him, just conceding 5 runs in his 5 over spell and picking up 3 wickets. Beautiful figures to walk away with. Yogesh, Hari and Sujit getting their share of 2 wickets each. Rebels batting departments has lost a lot of wickets in the regular intervals, which made it very difficult for them, collapsing for just 49 runs. Rohit had a decent game, first with the ball and now with the bat, scoring that small 14 runs, but the target was too big. 10x was again is a decent figure to walk away from the game with from Guardians bowling unit. So all in all, a clinical performance from Guardians in all departments. Winning by 56 runs will do very good for their run rate. Rebels just need to forget this game and then come back strong in their next game.
Okay. The next game of the night is KECC versus Stallions. Okay. It's your turn, Pradip.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to do justice here, but I'm going to try. And we lost the toss, and as expected, we were put to bat. And the ball was really slow. It was not coming to the bat at all. Rahul and Rohit gave us a great start. They held their wickets, right? If you look at the scorecard, ball by ball, you will see that 6 overs, I think we were at 10 runs, right? The good news was we had not lost any wickets. Over 7, we got 5 runs. Over 8, we got 15 runs. Now our average was back, so 8 overs, 32 runs. From that point on, the pitch got better. The ball was coming to the bat, and Rahul got going. Unfortunately, Rohit was trying to go for runs, and he got out. But Rahul played a tremendous inning of scoring 32 runs there. And Sirish came on. Sirish played a great inning. Sirish and Rahul combined put, I think, 27 runs or so together to stabilize and build the total and get us to a place where the guys who come after them kind of could play freely. So kudos to the guys who, I want to say 9 or 10 out of the 12 guys who played in KCC this is their first DCL game, rookie guys, right? Hats off. They adopted well, they played well, and we got 110 runs on board. Okay, that is a pretty good score, especially on a pitch like Drake, especially after a rainy night, which was really slow. We put a decent score on board. And of course, on the bowling side for KCC, for Stallions, Umair bowled well, Mustafa bowled well. Umair got 4 wickets, I think. Mustafa got 3. What I'm really proud of is how we held the nerves, bowling, chasing. We were leaking runs. We gave too many runs in between, but we came back strong after the break. We took wickets, and unfortunately, I dropped 2 catches. That were sitters, really. That was bad. And I think that got Umair the chance that he was looking for. He scored 36 runs. Syed scored 26. Snehal was the pickup for bowler. He took 3 wickets for 14 runs in 5 overs. And what I'm really proud of, and I'm gloating here, of course, because it's my team, is for the guys who played the first game in DCL. They played hard, they fought hard, they held their nerves, and we wrapped up the game. And we won. It was a really close game, by the way. We won by 6 runs, and they needed 11 runs in the last over. So it was an exciting game. It brought back so many memories for me, playing with the young kids. And I'm so proud of our guys of wrapping this up. And I'm going to say this, right? The first win, always you will remember. It's like your first date, right? You always you always compare the following game to your first win, right? So that's how it's going to be for the guys. So I'm so proud of these guys. They played their hearts out, and I can't wait to go back out on the field with these guys again.
Okay, let's quickly go back to Rath Riders versus Punjab Lions. And before going to Abhi, we just got some report about Akshat Chanda, who scored 43 in 30 balls for SSK. So he's a rookie for DCL. He's a very good player, and apparently he's from Canada, not from here. So, and this is from Venkat. Okay, he has very good history of leather ball in Michigan. This is the second year he's playing in Michigan leagues. First time in DCL. That's from Venkat Kolla, Red Devils captain. So
yeah, from his stats, he definitely looks like a big game player.
So upcoming. So if he consistently plays DCL, he'll become a star. There is no doubt about that one, and a well-known popular star.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, let's quickly go back to our game, Rough Riders versus Punjab Lions.
So sorry to both the teams. I got that game wrong, and I had my analysis points also wrong. But anyway, I have something that I've come up with. So Lions again batting first after winning the toss. The game played in DSP, one of the best grounds that our league currently has. So 119 is a very good score to put by the Punjab Lions with an opening partnership of 25 runs before losing the first wicket. I feel again from that point on, I feel that they have lost a bit too many wickets by break time. But 60 is an amazing score to walk off with by 12 overs period. Four wickets gone looked a bit concerning at this point. 42 from Karanjit was a slow and a stable innings from him. With it was scoring at rate of probably 45-50 strike rate. And then 19 from Gagandeep, apart from the 11 from Bunny Chima. Although they did keep losing regular wickets from after the break, but the run rate was very crucial, something that the Racha Riders couldn't stop. So Punjab Lions kept their run rate going, and on top of that, 24 extras is a big number from the bowling team of Racha Riders. To concede, that's almost like giving or bowling extra 4 overs after giving 24 free runs. So that's a very big number to have in your extras department. Again, the bowling department, 3 wickets for Anvay and 2 each for Deva, Ramakrishna, and Sandesh. But all the bowlers went for runs. Himanshu is one bowler who, to me, looked decent with his figures. Just 18 runs in his 5-over spell. With a good economy rate of 3.72, who was fine. Ramakrishna also again a good figures there, but the remaining 3 bowlers went for quite number of runs with extras also having that big number. Racha Riders had a mountain to climb in front of them. 120 runs to chase is never easy, and they really needed a very good start at the top. Again, but that was not the case. 40 runs by the 12-over break is decent, but again, 4 wickets gone just helps easing the pressure of Punjab Lions. You still have 80 more to score in the remaining 13 overs with just 6 wickets in hand. Deva and Ramakrishna, they did give a fight at the bottom after a complete collapse of the top order. 13 runs scored by Deva and 27 runs by Ramakrishna, who remained not out. But after the Deva was sent back in the 18th over, there was no one who could support Ramakrishna, and I understand the target was a bit too big to chase. Lions bowling unit, Sartaj being the standout bowler by picking the 5 wickets in a spell. Congratulations to him for his 5-wicket haul. That would send him right up that wickets or the best bowler, I believe. And Guru Tiwani, another bowler with good figures from him after picking the 3 wickets in his 4-over spell. It was just these 2 bowlers that sent, I think, 3/4 of the Racha Riders batsmen back. But something that's concerning as to me after having such a good game to Lions is that 14 extras that they gave. It's a bit too much from Lions, something that they should get better in the coming games. But all in all, a good win for Lions and Racha Riders. It's a target that was a bit too big to be chased, and that 24 extras, that could have one way could have costed the game to them. So a good win from Punjab Lions.
So when it takes 5 wickets, how in the world in the bowling department Raza Ali with 4 wickets is showing up as a weekly leader on the leaderboard. There's something wrong.
So Sartaj is not on the leaderboard with his 5 wickets.
No, Raza Ali is on the leaderboard
Is it
with
based
4
on the
wickets. No.
no?
It's overall. It's not.
Interesting.
This is something,
That's interesting.
again, we have to consider. It's a message to committee then.
I mean,
Okay.
even who was this player? Akshat's 43 runs is not on the top batting. Mustafa's Malik 42 runs is being shown. I don't know if it's the Division 1 alone, weekly leaderboard, and Division 2 have separately. I'm not sure. But
No, it's
Akshat's
not.
10
See,
runs.
if you look at on the website,
Right.
the leaderboard has only.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It
It
doesn't
doesn't
show
have any Division 1 or Division
division.
2.
Yeah. So maybe you may be right. All these are Division 1. Whatever showing up there is Division 1, and Division 2 is not showing up here. Interesting.
Oh, okay. Let's Jagan, if you switch the tab to Division 2 at the points table, that is switching the statistics as well, the batting, bowling, ranking, and weekly leaderboard.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Correct. Yeah, I see Akshat and Kartikeya and Umair
Kartikeya.
there. And Umair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. My bad. Okay, with that, we have completed all the games, and let's quickly call the predictions. And in the predictions, probably I want to go each and every game, not just divisions, because that is the most interesting point. So the first game of the night is Motor City versus FCC Agni. Abhi, what's your pick?
I think both teams are coming from a loss, and for both the teams, and but I believe Motor City didn't have a game this week. I believe I don't know if Agni had played last week, but with both teams coming from the loss, I would still give the edge to Agni because they are a better experienced team. But to me, so it's going to be Agni.
Agni, okay. Pradip,
Yeah, I'll pick Motor City.
you pick Motor City. There's 1-1 tie. Okay, I see. I don't know. Both look great. It's going to be a very close game. At least that much I can say. The next one is Guardians versus Stingers. Oh, it's going to be a very great game. Abhi.
Yeah, this is a good matchup, and a testing time for Guardians and Stingers. But Guardians for me, after coming with a convincing win in this previous game against Rebels, I would stick to Guardians.
Guardians. Okay. How about you, Pradip?
Yeah, I'll go with Guardians on this one, but I think it's going to be a close game too. Hopefully the weather holds up this weekend.
Okay, I have to send a message to Jagan challenging him. Okay, because both of you are predicting.
Yeah, maybe that's motivation for Jagan.
Okay, the next one is SSK versus local boys. It's going to be a very interesting game. I personally like the discipline of local boys, and with the star added to SSK roster, it's going to be a very interesting game. Abhi, what do you say?
Yeah, definitely. Akshat's addition is going to be a game changer for SSK, and also the confidence that they would have after coming for a very big win. Although their middle order hasn't been tested, but I think Akshat's innings is going to be crucial in this game. So, but I would still stick with SSK. The momentum helps.
Are we putting more pressure on Akshat?
No.
Pradeep.
Yeah, I'll go with local boys on this one.
Yeah, I think local boys have too many people to win the game for them.
Yeah, and then my thought is, you can't rely on one player. He may be good, but you can't expect them to play every single game and win games. And this is the match that I think they're going to be tested. If Abhishek doesn't play, who's going to be there to back him up, right? So Local Boys has the talent and the depth, I think. So I'm going to go with Local Boys on this one.
Okay, the next one is Rebels Cricket Club versus Marvels. I think Rebels are going to win this one easily. What I'm guessing. Any objections there?
Nope.
I'd say I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I just feel that Rebels, yes, definitely, but a team that gives less extras will win this game. That's as per my analysis. But yeah, Rebels definitely.
Yeah, in the last game, what they have given 24 extras, Rebels? I think
Yeah,
so, right?
approximately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, actually, they played against Punjab Lions, right? So Punjab Lions, second highest is extras. The opener scored 42. The second highest is 24, I think, extras. Watch out, Rebels. Pradip, what do you say?
Yeah, I'll go with the Rebels.
So, see, let me put a question here. Suppose if Marvels bat first, and
Mhm.
if they shows enough gut and play 25 overs, at least 25 runs are guaranteed, right, in their pocket. They don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Good.
Jagan have to score some runs in this one.
Some runs, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is Punjab Scorpions versus KECC. I will, I'll skip Pradip here. Obviously, he's going to pick KECC. So it all depends on Abhi.
I think KCC can do it. I'd still win. I think are they coming off from a win in the last game? Yeah, the last week they came up with a good win, right? Scoring 100 plus scores. I mean, I don't know if Punjab, like how Scorpions, how did they play? But
Yeah,
yeah, I
see,
mean, I'd
see
stick with KCC.
Punjab Scorpions, all they have to do is get the wicket of Pradi early and and uh, don't give any wickets to Pradi. That's all. This simple. It's very simple. Okay.
No,
I'm,
we got guys who can score runs and take wickets. So
yeah,
yeah,
the last time I checked your scorecard, you batted well and you bowled well.
yeah,
To
I
my
know.
surprise,
Pradeep sir batted at 120 strike rate. Age
120
is
strike.
not the number.
See, Pradeep's batting style changed from last year's, Masters.
Yeah.
He scored. He scored like especially in the finals, he scored like what? How many runs? So I forgot.
20,
As
I think it was
sixers
20,
after sixers. It's going sixer after sixer.
7 balls, 23 runs. That's the
23
max.
runs. So imagine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's a game-changing innings in the last year finals. I'm talking about Masters. Okay. So the next one is Pokhris versus Red Devils. So this is going to be a very, very interesting game. Okay.
This is a Division 1.
Division 1. Yes. I'm asking every
But
game. It doesn't matter. I'm asking every game
okay.
for prediction. Yeah.
Wow. That's going to be one of the best games to watch. But
Probably I can round this one as a game of the weekend. We can see if time permits. I'll definitely go and where it is. WSP2. Okay.
yeah, but tough choice to pick. I'll go with the experience. It's the experience versus the young blood of Red Devils. But
Red
I'll see. I want to give Pokeries a go here. They've done very well last season. So Pokeries for me.
True. Okay, then Pradi. Sorry, I didn't ask you.
Yeah, this one's a hard one to predict. I'm looking at the roster of Red Devils. I think they have a few new additions this year, right?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
no, they added
Navpreet is
Nobrit there.
Now Preet
and
is in Red Devils. Yes.
yeah, and Rana is there. Yeah, so this one, I don't know, man. I'll give the Red Devils an edge here slightly, 51-49. It's going to be a game, and I agree with you, Jagan. This might be the game of the week.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is Detroit Titans versus Stars. I would say Stars. What do you guys say, Abhi?
Yes, Stars to me. Stars should win convincingly.
I agree. Stars will win. Yeah.
Okay. The next one is Hitman versus Gladiators. Gladiators.
Yeah.
Any objections?
Still say Gladiators, but from the last week, I believe they did concede too many runs to Detroit Bulls in the first 12 overs. But I was watching this game.
So yeah, so if not for captain, it's like Gladiators. You know, they have almost yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
no, it was very close game for them. Glads.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, given the experience, I mean, they'll bounce back pretty strong. It's not that momentum usually doesn't affect Glads. They have a bad game, they'll come back very strong in the next game. So I'd still stick to Glads. This Hitman is going to be it will be an amazing win for Hitman if they can beat Glads. But
yeah. Satya played really well last game. Otherwise, they were in the blink of losing the game. Okay, it's Gladiators both. No objections. They're Fighters versus MCC Miles. I love this MCC Miles now. You know, the way they bowled. I mean, me and Pradip both umpired that game. The way they bowled, that discipline, that energy, and the leadership from Abhi. They have Abhi. It's a team to watch. I mean, they have to add at least one or two batters. That's what I felt. But their bowling is definitely. I like their bowling. Your thoughts?
Both the teams have done exceptionally well last week. Fighters, their batting has flopped in the last game, 55 all out, maybe the overcast conditions. But to get Raptors all out for 47, the bowling unit has done exceptionally well for Fighters. And same thing, MCC Miles beating KRCC is no joke. So it's a very tough pick for me between the two, but because Fighters, they haven't done well in their batting department, something that they'd have to work around. So I'd give the edge to MCC Miles.
MCC Miles, what do you say, Friday?
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with the MCC roster. They do have good batting. I think that pitch played a role in the low scores. But, now they have, I truly believe they have a very balanced team now with great bowlers who they have multiple match winners, if you ask me. So MCC Miles is going to be the team to watch this year, in my honest opinion. And I was pretty impressed with a couple of new guys, though. So, and of course, having
I'm impressed with their catching abilities. The way they took their catches.
Yeah, in a close game like that, that's what makes a difference, right? So,
yeah.
And when you can support your bowlers with some good catching, the confidence that the bowlers get is tremendous. And I do agree with you, Jenny, that I think I'll be leading the team along with Sanjay and having that roster. And the other thing that I noticed in the last game, it's not just good talent. They came together as a team. There was a lot.
Correct.
And that's what I noticed. So that's what is the X factor as you get deeper into the playoffs. And I think MCC Miles got a great potential here this year.
And a small correction from my side, even MCC Miles didn't score enough. I just realized the scorecard of their batting unit. So both teams having a bad day, it depends. I'd still stick with MCC Miles. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game.
See, anyhow, next week we are going to talk about this game, MCC Miles versus KRC. I mean, on Thursday we are going to discuss about MCC Miles versus KRCC, but I was the umpire there. But the first innings when MCC Miles were batting, the ball kept low. In between, there was slight rain, and then sun came. The pitch suddenly started, favoring. I would say, you know, the pace was there, the zip was there after that. At least
Yeah,
Yes,
the
that much
ball
I
was
can say.
I'll give.
But if you're a good batsman, it's coming onto the bat. That much I can say.
I would not agree with your second point because I would have used that excuse for the Indus game last week. But yeah, I mean, jokes apart. Yeah, well, the weather change, I mean, at least definitely did make a small difference. Probably in the MCC Miles game. Indus, I don't have nothing to talk about it.
Okay, then let's jump to our next game. KRCC versus Indus Thunders. Another great game. I'll skip Abhi here. Pradip, what do you say?
Yeah, this is gonna be. I don't know. It's gonna be like the other game we were trying to predict. Red Bulls
See,
and
this is what I'll tell. Both KRCC, Indus Thunders, they played pretty bad game. Only difference is Indus Thunders won and KRCC lost. Other than
yeah,
that, instead of dominating the game, see, the general expectation is KRCC and Indus Thunders dominating against their opponents. But
yeah,
unfortunately, it was a close game. So prediction becomes very tough when
yes.
when
And let me add something, Jagan, that you and
yeah.
I have information too that the others may not. We saw Tamim Oni get hurt, right?
Yeah.
Does that factor into KRCC? Because in my view,
No. KRCC lost because they could not hold on to their easy catches.
yeah,
Simple.
no, I agree. I completely agree.
Every
But
every catch cost them at least 10 runs.
yeah. Now, I think the question mark is, yes, there is a lot of depth in that team, but what I have noticed is KRCC goes wherever Tamim Oni goes, right?
Yeah.
If Tamim is successful with his bat and ball, then KRCC has a better chance of winning. Now, with Tamim being hurt, I don't know how bad it is. Hopefully, he's not hurt bad. He'll be back, hopefully. But that's a question mark in my mind. So just a little bit of insider information for you, Abhi. I think that's the reason why I'm going to pick Thunders on this one.
I was about to say, I'm
Okay.
happy to hear that.
But you heard it here first, remember.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one is Detroit Bulls versus Troy Hawks. I think Bulls. I mean, it can be anybody's game. You never know. Abhi.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Bulls for me. They've done very well in the batting, in that, especially in the first 12 overs against bowling units like Glads and their top order and middle order. Like I see many players have had a good game in Bulls, so I don't understand why they should. I mean, I understand they lost, but they should still be confident enough to come into this game. So Bulls for me.
Okay. Pradip.
Yeah, I'll go with Bulls too. I think they're. Yeah, it's. I hope it's a close game, but I'm not expecting it to be a close game.
Okay. Strikers versus Legends. Abhi.
I think, yeah, it's a good game again. Strikers, they won against Pokeri. No, they lost against Pokeri, right? And Legends had a close game, I believe, this last weekend.
Legends, year in, year out, they have very poor leadership. That much I can say.
This time they have a new leader. I think Praveen
It
is
doesn't
leading.
matter. It doesn't matter. The Legends captain, he circulated a mail saying that, so and so umpire is bad, and without mentioning any reason why so and so umpire is bad. Okay, that says as a leader, he's not confident enough to run his team.
Right.
At
Good,
least
but
that's my take on that. Uh,
yeah, definitely.
yeah.
But I
So
mean, looking for the analysis, I would say Legends have a very good bowling unit. They've always been one of the best bowling units in the league, and the numbers from the previous game speak volumes of it. I'd still give it to Legends. I know their batting team a bit collapsed, their batting unit, but yeah, I mean, talking about Legends, I'd still favor Legends on this.
no, see, why I'm saying this is your team, winning and losing close games, it doesn't matter. And right after the game, you should be thinking about your batting issues, your bowling issues, not the umpiring issues.
Right.
That's my take on it. So, what do you say, Pradip?
Yeah, I'll go with Legends. Strikers can give them a fight, but I see Legends bowling being dominating her, so I'll go with Legends.
Okay, the next one is Spartans versus Thunderbolts. I'm thinking Thunderbolts. Any objections? All the way.
Oh yeah, Thunderbolts to me.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Gujarat
Have a better
Warrior.
unit.
Okay. Then the next one is Gujarat Warriors versus Stallions. Gujarat Warriors all the way. Any objections?
I think this can be one of the best games in the Division Two too, because both teams are high scoring teams in their previous games. But yeah, the Warriors will succeed in this.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm going to go with Warriors too.
Warriors, okay. The next game is Vikings versus MI Rangers. I think MI Rangers. Any objections?
No,
Nope.
MI Rangers should win this.
Okay. FCC versus GLCC. There's no point in asking Pradeep here, but I will ask. Okay, Abhi, who's your pick?
FCC versus
GLCC, FCC,
GLCC.
GLCC. Okay.
So KK's ex team versus the current team, the GLCC's captain. So
No,
he
Pradeep.
might have insider information about how FCC is.
Let me give another insight. Let me add another sentence to this one.
Masala.
See, Pradeep, two ex teams fighting.
Yeah. Well, let them fight. I'll be happy watching them fight.
So, what do you say?
Yeah, I'll pick GLCC.
GLCC. Pradeep.
Yeah, I'll go with GLCC too.
We go with GLCC. Okay. That's all, guys. We have completed our show. Okay.
Cool.
Before closing, I think this weekend is very cold. It's in 50s, so be careful with that one. And before we close our show, I'll go to the last words. I'll start with Abhi.
Yep. So that was it for the Division 2 games analysis that we've come up with. And thank you for listening through our analysis. Like Jagan mentioned, we have another show in a couple of days for the Division 1 games and its analysis. So definitely stay tuned for that. And good luck to all the teams that are coming in. Yes, it's a pretty cold weekend and some good, tough conditions to bat. I believe it's going to come up with. But again, it will get better as we go through the leagues. But some good, exciting contests coming up this weekend. So good luck to all the teams of Division 1 and Division 2.
Yeah, challenging weekend. Pradip.
Yeah, thank you, Jagan. It was a great show. I'm happy that we are doing Division 1, Division 2. I was just looking at the weather. You're right. So all the guys who are playing this weekend, make sure you're dressed appropriately. It's going to be cold. Hopefully not too many injuries this weekend, because cold weather can result in some injuries around the fingers when you're trying to catch the ball, or cramps, whatever. Just make sure you got some first aid kit nearby. But yeah, thank you for the show. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the Thursday show as well, because I think that's going to be a lot of good matches that occurred last weekend. So I'm looking forward to this weekend games. Be safe, have fun, and stay healthy. Thank you, Jagan.
Okay, and weekend it is going to be cold. Umpiring is very difficult. So if anybody wants umpire, I'm ready to do, but at a cost. What is?
Well, yeah, you're a umpire free agent.
Yeah, umpire free agent. Okay, with that, we'll close tonight's show here. Thank you, Abhi. Thank you, Pradip. Thank you, all listeners. We'll again connect back on Thursday. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Bye.
Thank you all. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.